It's another beautiful morning, and I'm watching the skyline, and I'm seeing the hues of orange and yellow, green, blue, as the sun begins to make its presence known. I just love getting up early in the morning and being able to watch this transformation happen. It never gets old to me. It's just glorious. I love it. And I'm thankful to have this view. You know, I was thinking yesterday that perspective is so important. How you view things. I was talking to one of my best friends, and I always appreciate his perspective. And something that he said to me just keeps rolling around in my mind. He was talking about how the things that we choose to watch and the things that we choose to listen to and how they impact us. Do they make us a better person? Do they cause us to think about our lives and how we impact people? You know, if we're watching something that is constantly tearing another person down, what does that do to us? Everyone has less than desirable qualities. Everyone has secrets. Everyone has something that they don't want people to know. What would life be like if everything you did wrong was displayed on a movie screen with 24/7 access? Would that change how you move in the world? If everyone knew everything that you did wrong? Well, God sees, God knows. And even in the midst of our struggles, even in the midst of our shortcomings and failures, He extends an olive branch in the name of Jesus Christ. We're not condemned. So why do we condemn others? So what he said that keeps rolling around in my mind is, if God had to make a decision about this world based on you, are we good? That's food for thought. If the world rested on what I've done, who I am, the very existence of the world, would we be okay? It really makes you think about the kind of person you are and the kind of person you want to be. How are we spending our time? What are we giving our energy to? I remember reading in the book of Genesis about Abraham having a conversation with God, asking him not to destroy Sodom. And Sodom was a wild and evil city. Lots going on there. And Abram was like, if there are 50 righteous people there, will you just not destroy it? God was like, yeah. And Abraham's like, what about 45? You know, like it just kept going. What about 40? What about 10? Whether we realize it or not, we are in such a great position for healing. We're in a great position for healing because God is willing to heal. He's never not been willing to heal. But in order for him to heal, we have to acknowledge that we need the healing, that we're sick, that we're not well. And sometimes our thoughts reveal that. Sometimes our actions, our words, our deeds reveal that we're not 100. But thankfully, God can come along and touch who we are and what we do and call us righteous. Now that blows my mind. Even though I'm a sinner, even though I do things that are contrary to his will and contrary to his word, that because I've accepted his son, Jesus Christ, in my heart, I'm still called righteous? Man, it makes you want to act that way. When someone sees the best in you, it uplifts you. It makes you want to be better. When someone's constantly pointing out your flaws, it can make you feel like you're in a losing battle. Why would I even try? This is who I am. No. There's so much more to who we are. But we have to be open and willing to allow God to bring that out of us, to manifest it. And one of the best ways to do that is to make sure that you spend time daily in the Word. The renewal of your mind is essential. If you don't have a daily mirror to show you who you are, you may begin to think that you've got it all together. But when you see every day that you still need a little help, or maybe a lot of help, it keeps you humble and it keeps you moving in the right direction with God and with your fellow man. My pastor was preaching about the scene where Jesus is coming to visit his friends. And Martha is busy. Now, I don't know. I really can't see Jesus having all of these requests. Like, I'm coming to your house. Make sure you got some broiled crab cakes ready and, make sure it's this temperature and I want to have this kind of, when I sit down, I want something soft. And I can't imagine him having requests before he gets there. Like, I want this to be X, Y, and Z. But Martha wants to be the ultimate hostess. She's just running around getting stuff done, right? But in all of the busyness, what she forgets is Jesus is coming to my house. What will he say? What will he have to share? What peace will I feel if I just sit and listen? Because Jesus is not at my house every day. This is not an everyday thing. This is special. And Mary got that. Mary was like, Jesus is here. I'm sitting right down here at his feet, and I'm just going to glean from whatever he says. I'm just going to let his words shower over me, and I'm just going to take it and be able to walk in it. Not only today, but tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I'm not worried about the hors d'oeuvres that are being served. I'm not concerned about the atmosphere. I just want to sit at the feet of Jesus. And Martha, she got a little perturbed by that. She was like, look here, Jesus, I'm going to need you to tell Martha to help me. But you know what Jesus said, and it continues to ring around in my soul. I'm not going to take the good away from her that she's found. Mary has chosen the good part. I'm not taking that away from her. If you want to run around, you can. But pay attention to what Mary's doing. These are just my thoughts this morning. And to just try to bring it all together. It's good to sit at the feet of Jesus. It's good to understand why we're here and what we're supposed to be doing while we're here. And it's definitely not tearing each other down. Will people do things wrong? Absolutely. But do we have to tear them down when they do wrong? Because we know when we do wrong. Nobody has to, you're doing wrong. Really? We know when we're doing wrong. But wouldn't it be awesome for someone to just remind you that you can also do right and to encourage you in that direction? Listen, I hope you get something from this today. Because right now it feels like a whole lot of scrambled thoughts, but I was just moved to make this word from Robyn this morning. And so I hope that it makes sense to you and it speaks to something inside of your spirit. Until next time, I pray that God will surround you with unexplained peace.